KZ end up with a -5 in a minute?
Hard 30 tonight.
First of all, I don't believe in numbers.
Don't get fooled. Grab a drink, because this is hangover time.
Heat win! Heat win! Heat win! We beat the fucking New York Knicks. Thank God. Listen, in a season of just trauma and sadness and just an overall depressing ass fucking season, beating the Knicks always fucking feels good. Beating the Knicks in the middle of a playoff run, right? Like ending the season, trying to get out of the play-in. You're just a few games behind the Knicks. You gain a full game on them. The Nets lost last night. Like, this win, like, guys, this win was huge. First of all, your Miami Heat, the 2023 Miami Heat, actually scored 127 points. Like, it feels like I'm harping on this.
That's some record, right? It's got to be a record.
I mean, they are finally scoring like an NBA team in this millennium, right? They're hitting over 10 threes a game. The offense looks like it's back. And listen, apologize to Kyle. You see it under my name. We'll get into that in a little bit. But overall, man, this was one of the most enjoyable games of the season. I was actually going to tweet out in the fourth quarter, win or lose, this has been one of the most entertaining games of the season. Why? Because they actually had a competent offense for all 48 minutes. There's not a single guy that I would call out tonight, except Haywood Highsmith, that was like just completely inept on the floor. Like, there's numerous games where the Heat will play 10 guys, and I can name 4 or 5 that didn't belong on an NBA court that night. Tonight, every guy that played did his job. Even Haywood, I'll give Haywood his props. Like, even Haywood Highsmith, he played defense. He did okay. But for the most part, every guy that entered the game tonight did his motherfucking job. Like, for once. Like, Max Strus hit timely threes. Tyler Hero showed up in the fourth quarter saying, "Fuck you, John Jablanca. These points count more." We'll get into that in a little bit, too. But I am Alphonse Sidney. Let's get to the show, because we don't have a lot of people here tonight, but we're going to have a good time. I'm Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954. Welcome to the Miami Heat Beat postgame show, Hangover Time. If you're watching live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Miami Heat Beat. You guys need to remember that, twitch.tv/Miami Heat Beat, because we are going to go live this Saturday night after the Nets game. This is a run up to the playoffs. Hangover Time is done playing around with this one show a week. Plus, I got to go on a work trip next week, so I'll be gone. So I'm trying to make up for it. So we are doing another show this Saturday night, and it will be a Twitch-only exclusive. So if you are not on Twitch, if you are not following us on Twitch, follow us right now. Download the Twitch app, twitch.tv/Miami Heat Beat. If you're watching live on the 5 Reasons YouTube page, we love you guys as well. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're watching the replay on either the 5 Reasons YouTube page or the Miami Heat Beat YouTube page, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. And for my people, for my beloveds, like my favorites, if you're listening to the podcast either late night tonight or tomorrow morning, riding in the car on your way to work, we love you the most, because that's where we make our most money. Bring me out, brass. Guys, subscribe to Twitch. We are gonna listen. I don't know, for the YouTube audience, the 3 guys on the screen right here. Can you guys tell them what happens on a Saturday night on Hangover Time?
We get shitty.
We get shitty.
Guaranteed.
I never rewatch those shows.
Win or especially lose.
I never remember him.
Those shows are
I don't know why I agreed to it. I don't know why I agreed to it, but here we are. So let's do it. But we got some super excited people that want to hop on the stream right now. I could tell.
Let's go.
We better go to them before the car crashes. Here, let's. Oh, and they left. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I tried adding them. Damn it.
Okay.
Well, listen.
Well,
they're very close to South Beach. They might have got shot.
Oh wait, here they go. Here we go.
Back.
Here we go.
Let's fucking go! The Knicks! They were crying to the refs! Julius Randle, 15 points! Two of them were in garbage time! What a bomb! What a fucking bomb! Gianni's driving a car! But we're good! Because the Knicks lost! Fuck the Knicks! Fuck them! We haven't forgotten now in Houston! Fuck them! Everyone around us was a Knicks fan, and they left! Because they're cowards! They're not built for this shit! First round exit! And they're raising property tax! The property taxes! How dare they! I hate them! Oh my god! Oh, Kyle's back. Let's go! Kyle's back!
Fucking G.
Fucking G.
Haywood, I said fuck you, Al! Haywood was doing stuff on the
Hey, how did Yurt do?
He did like 2
Christian.
days!
Fucking G.
Right?
Christian, how was Yurt tonight?
The that sat behind us were beautiful. They had tattoos. Oh, it was weird.
How was Yurt though? How was Yurt tonight?
Oh yeah, did you guys see the inflatable Bernie? He had his tongue come out. He had a tongue. It was weird. They need to fire him. Okay, sorry. There's certain things
You guys are harping on all the wrong details of tonight's game.
No,
but-
I know. Look, don't get me wrong. It was a great game to be at. There were so many Knicks fans. That was so disappointing at the beginning, but holy shit, paid off. They fucking paid off because goddamn, they were so silent at the end.
Oh,
so
sad
loud.
Knicks fans are the best.
No, you live there. They're so loud.
They're awful. They're terrible people.
So silent.
They were saying Randall sucked. They were asking the refs to tee up their own player.
They
turned on that man.
Wow. Wow,
Just
the worst
sad
person you know
Knicks
made a great
fans
point.
Just sad Knicks fans and their Timberlands stomping out of the arena. I just love it.
I
just
know,
love
right?
the visual.
Oh God,
Oh.
It was honestly so quiet. Like, thank God. Like, I'm hard of hearing. Anyway,
Well, it's so beautiful because like Knicks, they're so excited, and this is the best looking Knicks team in I can't even I can't. Yeah, it's been a long time.
They paid for the tickets tonight.
I mean, I can't wait until this is like one of the legendary teams in 2K next season because they did that shit to like it was always crazy to me. They had like the Jeremy Lin Knicks in there in like a fucking one of the like top 2K team. Fuck out of here.
Oh, but they Jeremy Lin the fuck out of Julius Randle tonight, by the way.
Ooh, buddy.
Oh,
well,
they
listen,
did.
let's not forget
They
he
fucking
went
did.
nuclear the last time we played, and they won by a fucking basket. So like. I mean, give me a break, man. Like that was a fluke fucking
What was it?
shot.
57 points tonight.
He got 57 points. Yeah, the last game they played,
And they lost,
and
right?
he's losing his shit.
Of course
He completely loses his composure, man. So yeah, man. I love it. This happened. Listen, we're ascending and they're descending at the best possible fucking time. I love it.
And we have Brooklyn on Saturday.
Goddamn right.
Oof.
And, we told everybody Brooklyn Saturday night. We're doing Hangover time, Twitch only. You know how we get down on Saturday nights.
I'm there.
It's gonna be fucking
I'm there.
wild.
Yo, we have
G might have his shirt on. He might not.
Ew. No, don't say that.
guys,
They're never going to show up. No, don't say it. G will have his shirt on.
No.
Yeah,
Carl Gianna
I'm
pointed
out.
something out.
I'm out.
Did you guys notice from the stands Jimmy talking that shit to Randall?
Oh yeah.
Bullying his ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was talking
He
that
was
shit
loving
all
it.
night. He was talking shit to Randall. He was telling dudes they were too small. He was staring every time he like hit a big shot. He stared at Dwayne on the bench. He would look right at Dwayne and point.
Yeah.
Because Dwayne, I don't know if they showed that on the broadcast, but Dwayne, they honored Dwayne
Hey,
at the
shout
game
out
today.
Bally Sports. If Dwayne Wade's in the fucking arena, fix a camera on him.
Yeah.
Like they had some dude in a flat top blocking Dwayne Wade. Like if Dwayne Wade's in the fucking arena, fix a camera on him. Like Jimmy's talking to him the whole night. We did not see Dwayne. We just knew it was Dwayne because Eric Reed said so.
Yeah.
Like if you're Bally Sports, Jeremy Taché, if you are within the sound of my voice, tell the motherfuckers Fix a camera on Dwayne Wade. The guy who just got knocked out by Dylan Brooks, take his fucking camera, put it on a tripod, and fix it on Dwayne Wade the whole fucking time.
They didn't
Like,
show
what
him
the
on the
fuck are you
broadcast till I
doing?
want to say the fourth quarter.
We gotta talk to Taché. Tache's got to be on this shit.
Taché.
I know. I mean, fucking
Oh,
Jim
Jerry-
Dolan has
Jerry-
cameras on people when they
Jerry-
walk into
Jerry-
MSG. Like,
Thank you.
you're telling me we can't get one on Dwayne? Come on, man.
We had
No
Paloma,
respect.
some fucking Colombian singer. I never even heard of the motherfucker.
I don't know who that is.
They had a camera on him. They had a
Maluma.
camera on Michael Irvin.
Wait, who? Anuel?
Maluma.
Oh, Maluma was there. Yeah, no,
Maluma.
Maluma.
What
Yeah,
the
they
fuck?
were
I just
both
said
there.
Fucking
that.
Al called him melanoma. Poor guy. Shit.
Yeah, that guy. Melanin.
Jimmy talked this shit today though, man. Every time Jimmy scored, he was talking down the court, everything. When he got blocked steals, man was talking all fucking night. I loved it.
Bro,
He was in his bag, bro.
let me tell you guys when they came out and they were down like 12-7 or 12-5, I was like, they're winning this fucking game. Because they were so fucking fired up.
Mm-hmm.
Like the defense,
Jimmy
like
was so intense, bro.
They were locked in on both
and-
ends of this court. Yeah.
Bam wanted that fucking Julius Randle matchup so fucking bad. Like he didn't care about offense. You could tell. Like this was one of those nights that Bam was like, yo, done. I'm done with this motherfucker. I'm done with his shitty braids. I'm done with all this shit. I'm locking this motherfucker up.
It's torture
and he
chamber
did it.
time.
Yeah, no,
But when those
it
two
was-
guys are locked in, Jimmy and Bam, it changes the entire dynamic of our team, offensively and defensively. Like that is what elevates us to another level. And then when the shots are falling on top of that, it's just bonus points.
No, you could just tell from the very beginning they were just so locked in. And here's the thing, and it hurts me to say this. I'm sorry. The Knicks are a good team.
It's disgusting.
It hurts to say it, but the Knicks are a good team, right? And the Knicks have been better than the Heat the entire. Brad's taking swings of Jack. Like the Knicks have been better than the Heat the entire fucking season. So on a night like tonight, like they could have came out with a bunch of energy, right? They could have felt like, yeah, this is our game, and then the Knicks punched him in the mouth early, and they could have fell back and felt sorry for themselves. They had an 11-point lead that they blew. They could have laid back and felt sorry for themselves. This Heat team was resilient tonight. Everybody played their role to a fucking T. And like honestly, it's one of the most enjoyable games of the season for me. And just an aside, Brass, check the private chat. Just
Yeah, I did. I did. I took
okay,
care of that.
perfect.
How does
yeah.
it feel, Alf? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Keep going.
Listen, man, we're rounding into playoff form. It's like we spent all season. I've said it many times. We spent all season trying to win games without being able to get the ball in the basketball ring, right? Like all fucking. I know, but it's like, and we have come so fucking classic G. Oh,
Yeah.
this fucking really that the camera goes. Oh my god!
Even when he's
fuck 'em.
driving.
They did enough. Anyway, we spent all season trying to figure out how to scratch by and get some wins without shooting the basketball. And all of a sudden, we get a little closer to playoff time, and shots start falling. Interesting.
Listen, man.
That's all I'm saying.
Guys.
It's interesting. It's interesting because now they have a multitude of ways that they're comfortable with. If their shots aren't falling in a night, that's right, it's Fez. Spopa-dope. Spopa-dope. Okay? It's real. It's real. I'm telling you. I see some people on time like coming around to it. It's a brilliant play by Spo. This whole time we thought Spo was having his worst coaching season. Turns out this could be his most impressive, mind-blowing.
It's a chess
Oh
game.
my God. Who would do this? Who is comfortable enough in their fucking coaching position to play shitty on purpose?
Oh.
I love it.
like
I love it.
I love it.
It's light years, man.
You know
Fucking light
that
years.
plan was hatched over a bottle of wine with Pat, talking about the good old days when they would grind for 82 games. And Spo's like, hold up. We're going to change it. We're going to reinvent the game like we always do. And now we're only going to wait for the final 20 games. It's amazing. Amazing.
It's great. It's beautiful. Beautiful. But we should find out what everybody's drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Oh,
off.
yeah.
and players of the game and all
And
that.
player of the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm over here like trying. We're
No, I
trying
know.
to get another
It's okay.
guest
It's
on.
okay. Hard 30. We got like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
left.
It's all
listen.
good. It's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
Yes. So the segment that I did not introduce, but I fully endorse.
What transition was that?
Yes.
Yes. I've been drinking.
Go.
Yes. Moose, what are you drinking? And surprise, surprise, who is your player of the game? And how bad do you just want to mush it in John Jablanca's British fucking
that
face?
motherfucker, I can't wait for him to wake up and see what destruction happened on the court tonight with our guy Tyler, fourth quarter hero. I'm not going to touch these because I'm pretty sure there's asbestos in it, but I will say he's actually not my player of the night. He's my player of the fourth quarter. My player of the night goes to Dwayne Wade because when he's in the arena, the Miami Heat are electric and play at a different level. So my player of the game is D Wade. Brass, take me out.
Love it.
Also, no
Love
monkey
it.
shoulder tonight. Just a little tequila and soda.
So you're only giving Tyler credit for the fourth quarter.
That's right. He's my player of the fourth quarter, and my player of the game is
Okay.
Wade.
Interesting. So like,
Wade.
is that like a normal thing? Because that's often the case with him. But well, that's a whole nother. It's cool. It's cool. Listen, man, that is a clutch motherfucker right there. I don't always buy into the clutch thing either. I really don't. I think it's
real.
it's over talked about. They give too much weight. It's just like clutch. It's like on sports shows, how could we talk about something when we haven't watched anything? We've only seen a highlight. We only saw the last 10 seconds of a fucking game. That's when they talk about clutch. But that dude has that shit. Now, are there some shortcomings throughout the rest of the game? Sure. But that shit's real, man. That kid has got some balls in the fourth quarter.
Like, this is my problem with what John Jablanca said, right?
Yeah.
And if for the people who aren't following us all on Twitter, because why would you follow everyone on Twitter all the time?
You should.
One of the Heat beat members was talking about how they don't really put a lot of emphasis on clutch shots, clutch possessions, clutch scoring. And even though Tyler's one of the best in the league, they don't put a lot on it because of his play during the first three quarters. Now, I stood in the middle. I said, yes, I could be upset about the first three quarters. That zero predates RJ Barrett. That's funny. I can be upset about the first three quarters, but I can laud Tyler for being one of the best fourth quarter clutch players in the league. Like, this is not Skip Bayless clutch gene bullshit, right? Where everyone's calling Kobe clutch, and Kobe had one of the worst fourth quarter field goal percentages of all time. Like, nobody wants to talk about it. God bless the dead. But Tyler Hero's fourth quarter dominance is quantifiable. Like,
If I may, just to back up your point,
go ahead.
Courtesy of Barry Jackson tonight, among players with at least 50 fourth quarter threes, Hero now with the second highest fourth quarter 3-point shooting percentage in the NBA.
Wow.
Motherfucking clutch one time, Jared Dry.
And the most and now they do have more clutch three. Let me take a swig.
Oh, yeah. I didn't.
They do have more clutch minutes than any other team because they play so many close games.
Well,
But
every minute's fucking clutch.
I'm not even
Solid
just
point.
talking about like the raw numbers. Yes, he has the most 3-point field goals made, but we're talking about percentages here, guys. Percentages, like they tell the story, and his percentages. And honestly, they have three guys, and this bodes well for the playoffs. And like, listen, I've been pretty down on this team lately. But what bodes well for the playoffs is they have three guys that are in the top 15 in the league in fourth quarter crunch time, clutch time, field goal percentage. Jimmy, Bam, and Hero do not miss in the fourth quarter and crunch time. Anyway, Brash, I didn't even get what you were drinking and who was your player of the game.
It's all good. What I'm drinking tonight is, well, I'll get my player of the game first. It's Jimmy. It's Jimmy.
Yeah.
This dude is laughing in the face of anyone who said that he's the worst contract in the league. People out there acting like they didn't say that kind of shit. Like, a year and a half, 2 years ago. Worst contract. This dude is we're going to be giving him tens of millions of dollars, and he's going to be old, and he's not going to be doing shit. He's breaking down. He's getting fucking better. I don't even understand how a dude who plays so physical like him can be fucking aging like wine like this. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But honestly, like his shooting, I mean, I'm pretty sure, does he not have like the best 3-point percentage on the team? There's something.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's like crazy.
Like 51% since the All-Star break.
That was never the case. You never really felt that with Jimmy, but at this point, you trust him. You trust him with this shit. And like he's got that confidence, man. And I don't think he's like, sure, he's fed up with losses at times, but like for a lot of the season, but he's like he hasn't given up. He has not given up on this team. You know, he still supports his fucking teammates. And look at him. He's still anti the other team. And I love that shit from him tonight.
He's everything we preach.
Another thing that bodes well, right? Like tonight where they said this, they felt like this was a playoff game. Jimmy 37 minutes, Bam 39 minutes. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we have been complaining about the rotation that these guys aren't playing enough. They felt like this was an important game, and these guys ramped it up, and you see the result tonight. And then like look at Jimmy, 35 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, and 4 steals. 11 for 19 from the floor, 11 for 14 from free throw line. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
And that free throw line, let's be honest, he's been phenomenal from the free throw line, which is one of the best aspects of his game, his ability to get there. Exactly.
Totally. And what am I drinking tonight? I am drinking a Black Manhattan. I thought that was appropriate for a back-to-back losses from the Knicks. The Heat will be in Manhattan next Wednesday.
Brass, we going?
Seems like maybe me, Alf, and Tiff might be going to that game.
There might be some live reports from the three of us.
Could be a lot of fun.
Which game?
At Madison Square Garden next Wednesday. Honestly,
nice.
I might get fucked up. I mean, I'm talking about beat up. I might, because I'm gonna be talking shit to Knicks fans, hardcore heavy. Okay, so I am drinking just Bullet Bourbon straight. Okay. Just because, listen, I like Bullet Bourbon. And listen, I'm going off board here with my player of the game. My player of the game is Kevin Love.
Oh.
Why is it Kevin Love? Because he has put everybody where they're supposed to fucking be. Guys, follow me here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Caleb Martin shining on the bench.
He doesn't put his body parts in the right places.
No, not all the time.
No, he has a couple times.
He has. Caleb Martin shining
doesn't feel good the next day, but okay.
Bam Adebayo is able to guard Julius Randle the entire game. Why? Because you got a big slow 7-footer. Kevin Love's like, I was made for this motherfucker. I can be big and just get in his fucking way. And that's all he did to Mitchell Robinson on defense all night. He just got in his way. And you know what he's going to do to Brook Lopez? He's just going to get in his fucking way. You know what he's going to do to every big man in the league that, like, unless you were talking about the Sixers and you want Bam on Embiid. He's going to be able to put Bam in a position to guard the best big on the other team, and you're not going to have Caleb Martin fighting with Mitchell Robinson under the rim. This is what Kevin Love has done for the team. He has put everybody where they're supposed to go. Back up 5 minutes. Cody Zeller, I fell the fuck out. Yurt can't move. Haywood Highsmith throwing the fucking ball at the backboard. Fucking Kevin Love can play a backup 5 for a few minutes. Second highest plus minus on the team tonight. Nothing flashy, nothing great. Some great outlet passes to Jimmy, touchdown passes. Like, there were just some great things from Kevin Love tonight. And it's not about just what he's doing. It's what he does for the team. I've been fucking saying it ever since they were talking about picking him up. Like, he puts people in the places where they belong. Yeah. And you just watch it tonight. Like, they look really, really good when everybody's in the right position. And then another guy I want to shout out, and we'll go around the horn a little bit. You can turn the music off now, Brad.
Let's do it. Tired of it.
The Heat, and I'm not just talking about one guy, Booth. The Heat's backcourt tonight. The Heat's point guard position tonight. Like,
is this where we're gonna get into it? Get into Kyle, because I'm gonna be honest. Even I owe him an apology.
Yes, because Jalen Brunson came in here as one of the best offseason pickups in the league. Jalen Brunson,
He was a massive pickup for them.
25 points.
I
10 for
don't want to
16.
discount him. He fucking.
We can't.
awesome.
I had no idea he was that good, honestly.
But you had
Fuck 'em.
between Kyle and Gabe, you had 33 points, 13 for 21. Like between the two of those guys, and this is one of the things I've been saying for the longest, Moose. It's not that I don't like Gabe Vincent. I just don't want 35 minutes of Gabe Vincent.
No, we need both of them.
Like 24 minutes of Kyle, 25 minutes of Gabe. Perfect. Chef's kiss. Like those two guys tonight played Jalen Brunson to a standstill, and they played hellacious fucking defense, and they showed the fuck up tonight.
You're going to get the best out of both of those guys if you get them, I don't want to say in small samples, but, contain those minutes a little bit more than, getting 30 over here and 12 over there. I kind of liken it a little bit to like when you got two running backs in the NFL. You need both of them. They complement each other. That's how that game is going to progress. And I feel like that moving Kyle to the bench, letting Gabe flourish with the first unit, and then him knowing that, like, okay, I got my 20 minutes. Now Kyle's going to come in. He's going to help out on the defense. It just makes everybody else better. It kind of plays into what you were saying before, where it just puts everybody in a position to succeed. You're lining guys up to play the best possible individual game that they can.
Go ahead, Brass.
No, I mean, if we can get Cody Zeller-Smeller like back and healthy again, and then we go into the playoffs fully healthy, there's actually some actual lineup tinkering that can go on, which is unusual because Spo doesn't usually like to do that. But one of the things that we harped on a lot was their lack of size from this team. It was a small fucking team. It was a tiny fucking team.
Yeah. So
So then you can have fucking mid teams, but they have taller guys than you, and they can show you up. And then what did they do? And for the buyout time, you get Cody Zeller and you get Kevin Love. It was fucking solid pickups. You immediately got bigger, and sure, it took a little bit of tinkering, but things are starting to fall into place. Yurt is available. I don't know how. I don't think there's really going to be any Yurt minutes. I just
we're so close to the playoffs. I don't feel like Spo's going to force that.
Yeah,
they tried. They tried.
but I still think there's kind of an unpredictability to what the lineups that could be thrown out there to other teams, and I think that's good. I kind of like throwing out some kind of mixed lineups, just because these teams won't really know exactly what they're going to be going against. I don't know. I like it's listen, man, it's health. Moose, you were saying two running backs, right? That's not a detriment. That's a major plus. But
Absolutely. What
happens when one of those running backs gets hurt? Does the other one get twice as many fucking yards? It doesn't really work that way. So now you have Lowry that came back after missing about a month, and he's healthy again. Crazy. And he's putting in solid time. Is he putting up highlight reel shit? No, he's fucking not.
No, it's just steady.
Is he playing beneath his contract? Whatever. Okay, that issue doesn't fucking matter right now. What matters is, can he do things that makes the team better? And the answer is, fuck yes, he can. He absolutely can, because he's a really intelligent player and he's still got shit to give. And he can do that when he's fucking healthy, because he was completely out of it. He had a really good season last year, and then fucking just fell apart in the end. Yeah. He was carrying too much.
Brash, one of the things I like the most out of Lowry is the fact his defense. Like, he is just so fucking active. He is moving his feet so well. And listen, what's funny? What it reminds me of? Remember when, the COVID season, Goran was not playing well up until that COVID break.
No.
He lost his starting job. Kendrick Nunn was looking a lot better than he was. They come back from COVID. He gets 3 months off, and Goran's going crazy. That's what I feel like when it comes to Kyle Lowry. And someone in the chat said they think Kyle Lowry's going to start when it comes to the playoffs. I do too, because this whole idea that you want to play Kyle with the bench guys, there's going to be listen, this rotation is going to be so short in the playoffs. Like right now, they're playing 10, 11 guys. Like tonight, they only played 9, right? No Vic. Like, and we've noticed it. Like, listen, and we've talked
okay with
about it.
that.
Listen, I'm
really
not
okay with
complaining
that.
about that. That's fine.
Vic pounding
Fine.
the ball. Remember the
know
last?
about
I think one the last games he played is when I talked to him in his face and I said, if you ever shoot 9 fucking 3-pointers again, Vic, it's me and you, right? I think that I'm sure the Heat coaching staff noticed this motherfucker was letting it fly like he was Steph, right?
Yeah, it's like we're taking that green light from you. That ain't gonna fucking happen.
If you're gonna go with a 9-man rotation, right? Tonight they played the starters: Haywood Highsmith, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, and Max Strus. Haywood Highsmith didn't look great. Cody Zeller has looked awesome, right? So you plug Cody Zeller in for Haywood Highsmith, and that's your rotation.
Yeah.
Solid. And if that's your rotation, you don't necessarily need Kyle Lowry to run the bench units. Kyle Lowry's going to start in the playoffs, I believe. But I would still like it to be this balanced, right? If it's 48 minutes in the game, 24 for Kyle, 24 for Gabe, I think that's when these guys flourish the most.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna give Gabe 35 minutes of playmaking duty. You're gonna see what we've been seeing, and it hasn't been. It hasn't been good. But tonight, Moose all across the board. Every single one of these guys came in and they played their part. They did their job tonight.
They came locked in. I said it earlier. Excuse me. It felt like a playoff game, and the players came in with that mentality as well on both sides. I think you got to give credit to the Knicks as well. They came out and they played hard. They impounded Vic's car. That's fine with me. Never bring him back. One thing that I do want to mention though, for our live audience, because I know we're all following it. So Atlanta actually lost tonight against Minnesota. So we are now 3.5 games ahead, pushing our likelihood of a road playing game. It's looking less and less. We should be home if that plays out the way we're all hoping.
Guys,
we're definitely getting some separation, much needed separation.
I know I'm a cocky Heat fan. I'm a fucking Heat homer. I don't care about other teams. I really don't. They don't exist to me. Fuck them. I really don't give a shit. So with that out of the way, I also think the Heat are. I think the Heat are going to get the 6th seed. I really do. I really do.
Yes,
they might not. But I don't think it's not fucking crazy. I said going into this game tonight, we're going to win both these Knicks games.
How can it be crazy? Because they're literally 2 games back of the 5th seed right now.
That's kind of the point that tweet was making, that we are progressing towards
right. But what I was saying, the Nets are the one thing in the way.
The Nets are in a free fall. They've lost 4
but they are in a free fall, which is inevitable.
You beat the Nets on Saturday. You are a full game up on the Nets. They're in a virtual tie with the Nets right now.
Yeah.
They're 0.001 percentage point ahead of the Heat right now.
Yeah.
And the Nets have not been playing well. So the thing is, here's the deal, Miami Heat fans, you got to go into Saturday and take care of fucking business.
It's must win.
Listen, it's a great win tonight versus Knicks. It means nothing. Nothing. If you go in and lay an egg against the Nets on Saturday night, and then you lose again on Wednesday against the Knicks, you've done nothing. You just solidified your spot in the 7th at 7.
It's a good point. Nets being awful plays into their favor versus Miami. Miami can't beat awful teams. I mean, there's some truth to that.
That's a great point.
That's a solid point. But they need to go into this. They need to not fuck around. They need to not let things fall apart, and you can't play comeback. You just can't.
But here's the thing.
What I will say in regard to the Nets, because they really don't scare me. There's something to be said about they're trying to figure out their team in this such compressed time. They were just put together like a week ago. Although we've been playing like shit most of the year, it's still the same group of guys. There is that cohesion there. There is that, they kind of understand each other on the court already. So trying to get through those growing pains while still doing this, playoff run, I feel like that's a lot for a Nets team to handle at once.
The Nets team, it's like when Tannehill went down and Matt Moore became the quarterback, and he looked like this fucking unmovable fucking force for like 3 games. and then he gets his asshole blown out when they played in Baltimore.
Yeah, because
it's the same. Right, because it's Matt Moore. Like you have to look at this team. Are there good players? Is Mikal Bridges a good player? Fuck yes.
I
would
Mikal
love
Bridges.
Mikal
Right.
Bridges.
Yeah, of
because
course.
he's fucking great. There's some good talent. I'm not saying that all the individual players suck on the Nets, but what I'm saying is, like, come on, they're not that. They're not. Like, just because they're young and younger and like athletic and shit, it doesn't mean it's going to translate to shit. They're a new unit, and they have a future. They can shuffle some shit around. God damn it, they certainly have their pick of draft picks. But I'm talking at this juncture right now.
They need to win this fucking game. Like there's no excuses. Like.
Right.
The Heat are 7-3 in their last 10.
Oh, there's no excuse for Miami to lose.
They're playing some of the best basketball in the Eastern Conference right now.
Yeah.
If you look at their losses, that loss to the Bulls, if they would have just fucking played Bam the entire fourth quarter, like I told Spo.
The Bulls also beat the Sixers.
Actually, the Bulls are on a fucking tear, and they still would have beat them.
I felt a little better about our loss to them after that.
They still would have beat the Bulls if they played Bam the entire fucking fourth quarter.
Yes.
Right? And ever since I told Spo to do that, listen, I'm not trying to take credit, but he's done it, okay? And then there's that weirdo fucking game against the fucking Magic, right? Outside of those two games, like they'd be 9-1 in their last 10. Like they are playing really, really good basketball right now.
Yeah.
And we have to acknowledge that. Like, and there's three guys on this panel right now that have been very fucking down on Miami like the last few weeks. Very fucking down.
Check the name at the bottom. Draft
Stream
beat
beat
CEO.
draft. Yeah, you've been talking about.
Just
you've
saying.
Been talking
No,
about draft beat.
Alf and I don't give a fuck about the draft.
We got some special coverage coming in the offseason.
Well, listen, let's go back
Moose,
to this
just you
game
wait.
tonight. Let's go back to this game tonight. There was one play we want to highlight as our ga of the game.
Thank you for giving me time on that.
All right, so offensively, Bam didn't have his best game of the season, but this play was just
incredible,
quintessential Bam.
May have been his best play of the season.
Okay, maybe not the season. Like with Mitchell Robinson standing right there underneath the rim. Like,
sorry, we don't have the block after this. That was awesome. That was
and the block was awesome, but then scored after that, so who cares? But love it, Bam. To be honest, got to see a little bit more of that for Bam. But I'm not going to criticize Bam tonight because this might not have been his best offensive game, but he fucking locked up Julius Randle all goddamn night long.
I'll take it. You give me that defensive mentality every fucking night, and I will live with whatever
one
offense.
or the fucking other.
Yep.
Okay, like you can't be mid on defense and bad on offense. And then everyone gets mad at me when I'm like, "Yeah, Bam hasn't been playing well." You can't go for 12 points on a stretch for like a 3-minute stretch in the third quarter, end with 18, and expect me to fucking give you props when you're getting blown by fucking the weirdo with the glasses on the Magic. I don't even remember the fucking center's name.
Nobody does. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the Magic. Who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit? But somebody says Randall was heated. See what I did there? Yeah,
Randall was, man. That dude is losing it. He's losing it. When he's down,
Brad, he's losing it. I think we have some clips.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Are we gonna go to the?
Let's go around. Let's go around the NBA for one of our favorite segments.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. What they doing over there?
I always do the Carlton dance when I hear it. I love it. I love it.
Let's see
all the motherfuckers on that fence showed up for the show tonight.
The multitude of clips that we have from this last week. Let's see what we got. Oh. Oh shit!
This is after he scored 57 points.
I love that he went to hit it a second time because I feel like he was waiting for it to
And
go
that's all we
out.
got. That's all we
He was
got.
like,
That's all we got from last week. That was the best thing that happened all last week.
Listen.
Oh, Alf is like, fuck it, I'm out.
Nobody wanted to be here tonight. Like, it was a great win, but, we're all tired. It's been a long season.
But Randall, man, like when shit started going south tonight, didn't he get a tech? And like
he did.
He
get a tech.
He
and then
loses
Jimmy's
his cool.
walking back, clapping.
I love it.
And asking the crowd to cheer. I loved it.
Because like Jimmy, the thing is like Jimmy has won, he's lost, and like he's just fucking calm and collected. And I love that. And honestly, that fucking energy is the thing that can lift this team up. And I fucking love it. Listen, man, I don't want Jimmy to go anywhere. I want Jimmy to retire here. I want to hold on to him fucking tight. That dude is that dude. I love him. And his fucking, and the coffee is good, and the basketball is good, and the vibe is good, and the trolling is good. Fucking, I love that fucking guy, man. I don't want him to leave. I never do. Truly. Never do. I want him to be on the bench down the line when he's not even playing anymore. I want him to play his fucking 20th year on the bench. Like, I want that. Just like UD. Just like UD.
Guys, speaking about the rest of the NBA, I do kind of want to talk about something. It's been in the chat a little bit. It's funny, right? As much as we've shit on this team this season, as disappointed as we've been, when you talk to other NBA fans, those guys in the top four, the Celtics, the Cavs, the Sixers, the Bucks, nobody wants to see the Miami Heat. Like, nobody wants to play this team that they just saw tonight, trolling the fuck out of Julius Randle. Like, Spo came up with a game plan and just completely took a guy who scored damn near 60 the other night completely out of the game. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody wants to play these dudes. And, like, are we discounting the Heat a little bit too much because we're too close to it? Is there something there? Is there a reason other teams are fearing this team? Or have they just not been watching closely enough and know that they don't know that we can't hit a fucking three-pointer? Like, what's going on there?
I do think it's a little bit of both. I think that we are extremely close to it because we live and breathe by every single basket, while the NBA only watches, the general highlights. But listen, there is a reason why every single team will unanimously agree they don't want to face the Miami Heat in the first round because we're tough, we're gritty, we're going to play you to 7 games. And listen, if we lose, we're taking you down with us, all right? You're going to lose a fucking body part.
It's going to be gritty.
Like, we're either going to beat the shit out of you or beat the shit out of you. So no team wants that, especially in the first round when a playoff run to a championship is a long grind. So to start with us, yeah, that's a tough time.
Listen, even the worst case scenario, this is not going to look like 2021 postseason. I don't believe that.
We hope.
But I'm just saying, I don't believe that. Again, I know I'm a homer and everything, but like, I just don't see this team getting blown out night after night.
So I want to ask you guys, Celtics or Sixers, who would you rather play in a 7-game series? Like if the Heat nail that 6th seed, which we're hoping that they do, we're not sure yet, but if they get the 6th seed, the Celtics and the Sixers are separated by half a game right now. Who would you rather play if the Heat are in the 6th seed?
Probably still the Sixers.
That's tough because I love finishing both of those teams. You know what I mean? Like,
but it would hurt.
Genuine pleasure out of putting both of those teams out of the race.
Alf, as a Giants fan, my wife's a big Giants fan. So I remember going in to when the Patriots were going lined up to play against the Giants for the second time as like a revenge game. And I was like, oh shit. If they win, there goes the shit talking for the last one. I was a little shook. I'm not going to lie. I was a little shook. But it was fucking beautiful. It was so good, and I'm glad it worked out that way.
Here's the thing with both of those teams, right? Well, the Sixers, like we've watched them, and like we still were on that high. Like it'd be so much. So now, like it's a rubber match against the Celtics.
We've eliminated them both.
Yeah, but it's a
in
rubber
recent
match
memory.
with the Celtics. Like
Yeah.
the Sixers, like the last time they beat us, Ben Simmons was their point guard, and Jimmy Butler wasn't on the team. This Jimmy Butler incarnation of the Heat, it's a rubber match with the Celtics. We've already watched the Sixers, right?
Yeah.
If we play the Sixers and they win, now they, it's even. I'd rather play this. I'd rather play the Celtics and even lose than play the Sixers and lose and have that shit even.
I would rather lose. I would probably rather lose to Boston than lose to the Sixers.
I was just gonna make that proclamation that I do think that, if we lose to Boston, I can live with that because I think Boston's a really good team and all that. We lose to the Sixers, that's
You guys are
but here's also the beauty of it, and I love this conversation. We're also talking about not only ending their season, but potentially their windows for both these teams. So
Yes.
we beat up the 76ers. Listen, I already think Harden's not coming
Harden's
back.
gone.
Like he's going to Houston. So we finish off that,
He's
then we
out.
see what happens with Embiid, right? Now we finish off Boston. I think where there's smoke, there's fire. I think
We get
Brown
Jalen. Yeah, we win and we
really
get Jalen.
is-
It's like Ray Allen. We beat Ray, and then Ray joins us.
right.
It's the same thing.
There's something to be said where it's like whoever we beat, it is more than just taking them out of the playoffs. We're ending their window. So to
Destiny Harden. What did he order? Did
Destiny
he fucking
Harden.
did
No,
he
shout out to
murder?
Harden.
Or did he
shout
marry
out
a
to the
stripper?
women. Shout out to the
My-
women Canes,
Wow.
bro. She just won us bro. Take yourself out. That's terrible.
I'm taking
Take
Brad
yourself out.
I don't. No, I'm not taking.
She's the star. She's a starter for the women's Canes team. Shout out to Destiny.
Destiny Harden sounds like a stripper that he married.
Oh my God, Brash.
Okay.
Destiny Harden just
We're done.
won
We're done.
the fucking game.
Destiny
against
Harden's fantastic. I love Destiny Harden, but for the sake of joking, and we're talking about James Harden and liking strippers, and he's definitely had many run-ins with strippers named Destiny.
Look for the Destiny's Child joke.
No,
Brash.
no, I'm not. I'm not going there. I'm a huge Destiny Harden fan. Huge.
Did you know who Destiny Harden was before this conversation?
Of course. Of course. As I said before, I watch all the teams of all the sports, and I know all of these things.
This is my last hangover time.
Just joking.
I think we should go to a segment we haven't been to in a very long time.
Oh, one of my favorites.
I think we should check out The Locksmith.
I love the George Clinton fucking G-Funk feel of that shit.
I love that shit.
Go ahead.
It's a shame we made that, and then like he never had any plays to fucking. And as a matter of fact, tonight really no different because
we have a
it's
play?
it's
What do
it's
we
fucking it's this.
Oh.
I love that Haywood Highsmith has been watching Kevin Love and Kevin Love and Kyle Lowry on the bench, and he's like, "I got this. Watch this."
God damn it!
But if he would have
Where-
played it off like he was taking a half-court shot, then it's not that bad actually. It was online.
There's only 2 minutes left in the fucking quarter. Play it again. You can't do that with a leg sleeve. Like, you can't. Like, you can't do that with accessories. Yo, Spo did not play that motherfucker again. He's like, I would rather have Kevin Love as a backup five than ever see Haywood Highsmith out there in his leg sleeve again. Legsmith.
That
Haywood Legsmith.
was fucking terrible. I'm be too afraid. Never would have liked that.
Your last 5 minutes have been really brutal.
What? Dude, is the voice not working?
No, it's working. It's just so
Andy
it's
Dufresne.
so off-putting.
Never liked staying out
Can you get in your
of the
Morgan
Black
Freeman
Hotel.
voice? In your Morgan Freeman voice, can you promote the next hot?
Saturday night. Exclusive on Twitch. Hangover time. Against the flailing Brooklyn Nets. And Andy Dufresne. Can Andy Dufresne kill me?